Sarah Baartman was born in 1789 in the Eastern Cape region of South Africa, a place where the Khoikhoi people lived in close harmony with nature. The Khoikhoi were known for their rich cultural traditions, including vibrant storytelling, music, and dance. Sarah, a woman of striking physical features and a warm spirit, grew up in this culturally rich environment. However, her life was about to take a dramatic and harrowing turn. When Sarah was still young, she lost both her parents, leaving her orphan and vulnerable. In her early adulthood, European traders, captivated by her unusual physique, approached Sarah and her family with promises of a better life. They saw her as an exotic curiosity rather than a person of worth. Believing they were securing a better future, Sarah's family reluctantly agreed to the deal. Sarah was taken to Cape Town, a bustling port city that was a far cry from her tranquil village. There, she was put on display as part of a freak show, where her body was the subject of fascination for European audiences. This public display was both humiliating and dehumanizing. Sarah, accustomed to the communal support of her people, felt isolated and disrespected in this foreign land. In 1810, Sarah was transferred to England. Under the guise of participating in scientific exhibitions, she was again put on display, this time in a more formal setting. Her treatment continued to be exploitative, and she was treated more like a specimen than a human being. By 1814, Sarah's journey took a darker turn when she was sold to a man named Roe, who specialized in showcasing exotic animals. Roe exhibited Sarah in a cage alongside baby rhinos, further objectifying her. The cruelty of this treatment was compounded by the constant scrutiny and the lack of privacy. During this time, Georges Cuvier, a prominent French naturalist, visited Roe's exhibition. Cuvier was interested in studying Sarah as part of his scientific research. He saw her not as a person with feelings and dignity but as a subject for scientific inquiry. Roe agreed to Cuvier's request, and Sarah was subjected to invasive examinations that further violated her personal space and humanity. Sarah's health deteriorated under the relentless stress and mistreatment. Her spirit, once vibrant and full of hope, was crushed by the constant exploitation and alienation from her homeland. She passed away in December 1816 at the age of 26, her life cut short by the profound injustices she endured. For nearly 2 centuries, Sarah Baartman's story remained a painful but obscure chapter in history. It wasn't until 1981 that her story began to gain significant attention. Activists and scholars rediscovered Sarah's tragic past and began to advocate for justice on her behalf. Nelson Mandela, then a prominent anti-apartheid activist, was deeply moved by Sarah Baartman's story. Mandela recognized the significance of her suffering as a symbol of the broader injustices faced by African people under colonial rule. In the 1980s, as part of his broader efforts to highlight the struggles of Black South Africans and to promote human rights, Mandela called for the return of Sarah's remains to South Africa. He saw this as an important step in acknowledging and rectifying the wrongs of colonial exploitation. Mandela's call for justice was not an easy task. It involved extensive negotiations with the French government, which held Sarah's remains. Mandela's advocacy was instrumental in bringing international attention to Sarah's plight and mobilizing support for her repatriation. After years of campaigning and diplomatic efforts, France agreed to return Sarah Baartman's remains to South Africa. In March 2002, Sarah's remains were finally repatriated and given a dignified burial in her homeland. The return of Sarah's remains was a significant moment of closure and reconciliation. Her burial was attended by high-profile figures, including Nelson Mandela, who spoke poignantly about the importance of honoring Sarah's legacy. Sarah Baartman's story serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring impact of colonialism and the importance of recognizing and rectifying historical injustices. Mandela's role in securing her repatriation highlighted his commitment to justice and human dignity, and Sarah's legacy continues to resonate as a symbol of resilience and the struggle for human rights.
If you have not subscribed to African Legends Tales, you might never see us again. If you have, congratulations, you will discover, learn, and get inspired. Like and turn on the notification button is charity.